1, 2. Testing. Oh, they should be hearing me. That's great. Oh, let's share my screen for a second. Testing. Okay, speaking works. Oh, let's be here in a minute, guys. 1, 2. Okay. Is that so they can hear me too? So if the banks are closed, this would be a no news day, I guess. Let's take a look. No, we do have news. So the market can move at 8:30 perfectly. We also have a little bit at 9 o'clock. Is it just the London banks that are not open, or is it everything? Because I had really no idea. Oh, somebody speaks Flemish. So big bucks, Bell. You will be able to understand the conversation I'm speaking to my wife if it's in Flemish. Oh, what happened here? If you are not using the mic, can you please mute yourself? You can always use it, but there was some huge background noise, and I have a headphone on, so that was quite loud. Thank you for doing it. So main targets for today, we will see. If we go down a little bit more, we tap that nicely 1 hour that I wanted to see tapped. We got in it. We almost hit it completely. So main target is up still for me. Well, we will see what the market brings us. So if we go up, highest target will be first of all the high that we made last week. And if we have a down movement, yeah, at least this low, and then see how we react. If we have a little bit chance that we go lower. Next one should be this one here. And then the externals. So in about 2 minutes, we have the opening range of our orb. I'm not watching the chat, so if anybody has something to say and he wants to speak directly, you can through the voice. I will swap now and then, but I'm not watching it at the moment. I believe there is still a mic on from somebody. Not sure who. Okay. Okay, so that's our range. So we have about 28-point range. Very good for the orb. We did tap this one before, so that's great. Hourly, what does it look? We still have a nice gap here. Okay, the 4 hour did look like a bit bearish to start with. Well, we came into a huge 4 hour value gap too, so let's see what it brings. Weekly outlook. What was this one? This looks very bullish, by the way. So weekly, I believe we will go up. Maybe today we could see a close of this gap, but that would be a huge range. 2%. Okay, it's still doable. Yes. Okay, so if anybody has something to say in the chat, let me take a look. Somebody. Okay, purple. Okay. I will not speak constantly. I'm not the one that likes to constantly be chatting constantly through. So I will be focused. So I will speak when I will be adding and everything. So you all hear. So it's a bit more clear for everybody. But along the trade, I will be a bit more silent because I've learned for myself if I speak out too much that I get myself sometimes out of my own trade direction. If that was a question for me, I did not understand that. I do have my mic or my headphones on, but that was not something I understood. Maybe it was just speaking to somebody else. If it is, please mute yourself. I would be very grateful. So there is a little bit 8:30 news. So let's take 8:30. So then about 12 minutes, there is news. And the same for the afternoons. I will try to show my entry, show my exits, and then point out where I'll be adding. I tried this Friday, and it was not easy to do it. Taking pictures and staying in the trade focused. So I'll do my best. And if you don't feel comfortable taking the same trades I do, that's all. That's all good still. I trust the plan that I'm making, so I know that in the longer term, everything works out fine. But if you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to take it full like I do. And you all can see that I'm very much trading live. So you see my accounts. It's, I believe, the same of everybody else at this point. Then, unless you're on Bullocks, that's something different, of course. Because I didn't pay for trading view in the app, so I can't do it on that viewpoint. Otherwise, it would be delayed. So that's why I'm trading on Top Step. So let's take a look inside. So first of all, we have a small opening gap still here. So if we go up, our stop should be at the low part of the ORB range. Let's take a look at 2 minutes. Do we have also a gap? No. Five minutes does not have a gap. The one, it's not not 100% filled up. So if I can show you what I mean, this part has not been filled up from the 1 minute. So that's why I want to put my stop here. If we go up, because it's a small range, we are able to do this. It's only 28 points, so it would be $48. No, $56 per contract. So that means about 4 contracts that you can have. It depends on your stop, of course. And now we are patient, of course. We'll see what the market brings. And adding to, so if we add contracts, I always watch the 5-minute charts, and the 5-minute charts needs to show me that we have a nice close through the place where I want to be adding my contracts. So if we have like a hit complete at the top of the line, I will not be adding. So it needs to have a clear viewpoint that it wants to continue moving that way. Oh, let's hope we have an expansion today instead of a sideways market like the last 2 days. I believe a -3 standard deviation if we go up is possible to hit. So this will be my first point of interest to look if we could have a change in direction. And afterwards, would be full TP would be up here. If we do continue upwards. Five minutes to news. So we did not close anything outside yet. Looks like it's building some liquidity again.
And 5 minutes tougher. Set up 5. There, here came in shit.
Gold, I believe your mic is still on. Not sure you can hear me. Can you mute yourself if you don't ask a question, please? Thank you. Can someone share the stream? Yeah, of course. Oh, can you not watch? Paros? Of Pi use? Oh yeah, stream was full. Okay, but you can watch it on my channel too. So I'm streaming it online too. So I'm also streaming it here. If you really need, if somebody really needs to continue watching with me, so I'm sharing it on my own channel too. This is only for the Playbit members that I'm in here. Is it a London bank holiday or is it a complete bank holiday and why too, and New York too? Because I had no idea there was a holiday even today. Just GBT. Okay, thank you, Dark One. News in 3 minutes. So it could be it's a bit slower today, but that's okay. I have patience. Let's take a like of the news. We'll do something today.
पड़ा है हाँ निकल गया था मम्मी ने ना रख दिया वही देखो ना बंद कर
So okay, that was the news scandal. So they didn't do anything. I will put myself on mute a bit until we are in a trade. It looks like we will have a little bit break to the above, but we still have 4 minutes until the close, so we still have plenty of time. So if you have to go to the toilet, it's an excellent moment now. So I'm in a trade, guys, for everybody. I believe you already saw that I was in a trade. Let's see what brings it. Now it's being patient. I prefer that we were going down, but yeah. ORB showed today up, so we take up. So this is the great thing about a strategy, that you have a fully non-thinking process on it. So because we don't have when to enter, it takes a lot of your mental capacity out and a lot of your training also that you had in chart reading, because the chart's very clear. That does not mean that I won't take the ORB if it shows it's going out a nice direction. Today looks like any other day. I hope that was clear how I shown this. So this is full TP. Like if I can do it like this, can you guys understand this? If I make a draw like this. So adding half means the half of your contracts that you're inside. So if you only have like 3 contracts like I have, I will be only adding 1 today if it goes correctly. And if it doesn't go correctly, we should be out of the trade within 15 minutes anyways. So that's the great thing about this. If it does go correct and it goes our way, it can take about 30 minutes to till an hour and a half. So those are the best trades that we have. No, Ross, it's exactly where I should take profit normally. So if you watch, here is a point of interest where I should have taken profit later. Here I would have taken profit before. Same on the highs. Here I would have taken profit before. So everywhere where you feel like there should be stops or where the market should react or change direction on, you can choose instead of taking your profits, and you can watch what the market does. So I need a clear move through this line before I'm gonna add anything. Because if it goes this direction and it goes clear and it has a nice clear movement, that means that it's showing its hand that it wants to continue moving that way. So if we have a clear 5-minute break above this halvening and we don't have too many fair value gaps below, I would just add directly. If we do have a fair value gap just below here, say that we had a 5-minute close above and there is a 5-minute close below, we can let it go back to it, see how it reacts, and when it moves then over it, that means I'm adding. So I'm not adding the first 5-minute then, I'm adding the second time we close above it. But this will be a very fast trade, I believe. Let's see if somebody else is in chat. Looking good. No, true. Perky, but I'm still keeping it. And so if you don't like the trade, it's okay. You can close it if you want to. But I'm letting the stop do my thing. I know I can risk this much. So data attempting to connect. Something wrong with internet. Nothing is moving on my charts. So like I said, this doesn't look that great at all, but I'm okay. I'll let it stop do its thing. If you don't feel it, you don't have to join. It's all up to you guys. I know this works in time, and I have faith in my back testing. I have faith in this ORB strategy, so it does work perfectly. Who's making this? This is so funny. So I'm okay by giving this. I'm okay by getting $500 back at least for this trade. So that means at least 1 out of 2. And by adding it, that will be around 800 that you would get. So that means that you get a 4R for giving 1R. So if you're not 100% comfortable taking the orb trade in London session, you can just take a half 1 or 2 if you want to. It's the same for me. I'm just keeping to my strategy every day because this is how I know I'm profitable. It may look like it will do 3-4 times not, and that the one time that it does go great, you have like a tenfold the amount that you gave. So that's open. No, that's 10 minutes before open. Did we have news again? So that was the last gap. So if it comes through here, that means it wants to go down. What I prefer to see anyways, but yeah. This is what happens. The hourly looks like it wants to go down too, so still have 9 minutes. I've seen markets change completely in 9 minutes too. So this was that 1 minute for value gap that was still there. You can see the market likes to finish this off, so that's why we put our stop just below the 1 minute for value gap. You will see that this was that small for value gap that was not finished completely. There was build up liquidity under here, so that's why it tapped in here. Now we will see what the market wants to do. It's actually kind of interesting to see that with London bank holidays, the market starts acting weird because the same happened on MGC like an hour ago. And now mm-hmm. So I think we need to make conclusion to not trade London session when banks are closed in London, mm-hmm. especially because they have the most liquidity and like most power in London. Yeah. The screen is blank on YouTube. Oh, why is the screen blank? I'll start sharing. Wait, I'll start sharing again. Should not be blank. Should be my screen. Should be able to see my screen now on YouTube too. So let me know if it's not okay. I understand what you're saying, but I backtested this and I have no idea if the banks were closed, yes or no. So I did not even see if there was news, yes or no. On my testing, I did not put any human thoughts in it. I just done it very mechanical, like I'm entering now. Also, my brain said it wants to go down. So, but I don't trust my brain in 100% knowing what the market constantly wants to do. That's why I just took it. So I will put this in the notes that the bank was closed, and I will put a side note to it, to my trading log. From if this happens constantly, and I can readjust to it, and I can see that it does like 5 out of 4 times when this happens, it does not go correctly, then I will adjust my strategy a little bit. But as long as I'm not 100% sure if it works, yes or no, I will just take this trade anyways. Because if this is a good one, and I did not take it, and I have then 2 not great trades, I'm not getting my performance that I should have to. So you can be correctly that the market is doing something different now because of the close of the banks, but I'm still holding and seeing what happens. So I will add this to my notes, like I said, and afterwards, after a few times this happens, you guys will remember me just as good as I will see it. Maybe like today, I didn't even know it was closed, so I was going to take it anyways if I was not trading with you guys.
Yeah, it makes sense. Do you find yourself like reflecting your edge on trades, or you started guessing this like was the result 30 or 40 up?
Mhm.
Did you stop to trying to perfect your strategy, or you just follow the way it is right now and don't make any adjustments?
Yeah, I now like how it goes, so I just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Now, the only thing that I did adjust is by adding more contracts to my trades. I got a huge amount more R's, so that's what I did last month. So that's why I'm still showing you guys how I'm adding. So that's the only thing I really adjust. Otherwise, it was the same movement keep doing. Uh, there's there is still somebody not muted. I'm not sure it's you that was speaking. If it's not, please. Oh yeah, can you please mute your mic if you're not speaking because it's ringing in my ears, guys. It's very strange to.
And I also had a question about your stop loss placement.
Mhm.
Where did you find the strategy to look for fair value gaps and then putting the stops a week below? Because you are the first one I saw that do that,
Mhm.
and I was kind of surprised, and it works great on
Mm.
MGC also. So I wanted to know where did you find this strategy?
It's really something I've thought that I've learned because of ICT before. So ICT showed us that for value gaps, and that if you are entering a for value gap going the direct correct way, your stop should be above the last for value gap that's been created. Oh, the last wick before. So say that this is a fair value gap in here of the 5 minutes. Your stop should be here. Then if we are moving a downwards movement, same on the upper part. It looks like we will be stopped out of this trade, but that's okay. So the reason why I've done this is because I've seen multiple times that we has put my stop at the center, that I did just came for it and then moved my way, and I was looking why it did this, and it did this a few times, just because there was a small minuscule for value gap down below. It tapped in it and it moved them away, and I was like, come. And I counted the amount of times that this happened, and it happened quite a few times. So I just adjust my stop then and just make sure I put less contracts inside. That's the only thing. And I've seen that it made me um, 15% more profitable by doing this. So I find it a great adjustment.
Great stuff. Thanks, John.
Hmm? Anytime. I like to help. We're all in here for the same thing, making money. So or if you guys are, if anybody is not feeling comfortable by its stop itself at this point, so that means one, that you put too many contracts in, or just put a little bit less. If you do feel comfortable, that's very great. That means that you are used um, to put a great stop, that you are good money management. So that's very great. At a certain point, if you feel too comfortable for your stop and you have enough liquidity, make it a little bit higher. So in trading, if you want to succeed after a while, it needs to increase and make feel a little bit uncomfortable. So it's the same like if you want to increase muscles and you want to do an exercise and you want to start training your body and building some muscles. After a while, you add weight to it to gain bigger muscles. So it is the same with trading. So if you are used to trading the way you are and the stop doesn't feel anymore, so that was our stop. So that was be -1 hour today, almost an hour. Uh, and if you are doing the same with trading and you do get the feeling that you are not excited about it anymore, then you need to start learning to make your stop a little bit more, so it feels uncomfortable again, so that your wealth and total will increase a lot more in trading. So a lot of people are not equipped to trade with more funds because they are not learned it this way. But after a while, I can only say to you guys, add to the trades so that you are feeling uncomfortable again. If you want to get to the wealth that you really want, you need to add constantly a little bit more. So I will log this trade now today. So that was a almost a -1 hour. My trading, my chart journal. So you can see I have no problem by just giving this. Okay, so where are my stats this month? So by adding contracts, I am at 2.4 hour for this month. So -1 hour again. So that's, I believe so. Yeah, share my screen. So we are the 5th. So long. Minus 0.9, I believe it was. Not an orb. Bank. We're closed. Market. To go. Let me mark something here. B from bankings. Okay, we'll see what happens. So we're on. Something's not right here. What time zone? What was this trade? So we entered at 11:35. We were exited at 11:55. 11:35 and 11:55 was the exit. Print screen. So anybody that wants to follow this logging from me, you can have it. If somebody wants it, you can just ask. So last month was 69% and I made a 54. This month we are on 50% and I made already 2.7. So you can see you don't need to be that accurate, but you'll at least I made already 2.7, so that's okay for this month. We're only 5 days in, so from last week here should have been even bigger. So this was the trade that I want to take to up here. So this was the everything went great. I added it when we came above this wick the first time. I added the double, so it was great. I should not have decreased my amount of contracts, so I took them out when it was a little bit above. because I felt like it was taking very long time. See, even I felt that. I added it again once we got again above here, somewhere here. And this is where I made a small adjustment to my stops. So I wanted to move my stop up, and I wanted to put my profit all the way up, and I move my stop from here directly to my to my take profits, and that's why I got out just around here. But it played out nicely. I want to take it profit at 250, so we hit that mark clearly, nicely hit. So this would have been a 5R normally, so I made the 1.9. But you can see I do log every trade, so please log them yourself too if you joined, yes or no. In time we will see what it brings out, of course. So this was also normally May already, but because of the timestamp, I put it in April. So that will be it for the stream for today, guys. I will be let me take a look at the chat. Somebody asked something. How many hours did you get from London last month? From London? Let me take a look. 1.7, 3, 4. Okay, let me take a calculator. That would be easier. So this is 4.2. To start with. So this is 3.7. Minus 1.1. Minus 1.1. Plus 2.7. Plus 3. 1.1. 3.8. 3.6. Minus 0.8. I made 27R from that last month in London, so about the half. Divided by 44. So almost a half. So they were practically the same. So I made almost the same amount in New York session than I made in London session. That's why I'm doing London session too, because I believe it will be almost the same. So stream will be ended here.